Hello, welcome back to Sunday Science. My name is Aditi.
And my name is Sanvi.
And today's topic is...
What will happen if the Earth stops spinning?
Hope you enjoy.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody!
Hey, what are you guys getting for your mom?
I got a globe because my mom really likes to travel.
Speaking of globes, what would happen if the Earth stopped spinning?
Let's find out on today's Sunday Science. The first thing of the four things that would happen if the Earth stopped spinning is everything not attached to bedrock will be thrown into space. The reason for this is everything on the Earth will still be moving, along with the Earth. So if the Earth stops spinning, the objects will continue to spin. Furthermore, the atmosphere will still be spinning, causing super strong winds. This will even cause tidal waves and tsunamis. A little demonstration of this would be you're driving in a car 90 miles per hour, and suddenly you stop. You and mostly everything not attached to the car jerk forward. Even the water in your bottle makes a tiny wave. This is an example of what would happen, but on a much, much smaller scale.
The centrifugal force is responsible for the tidal bulges around the equator. If the Earth were to suddenly stop spinning, the water collected at the equator would spread to the poles, where the gravitational force is strongest. This could cause multiple effects, such as massive tsunamis and uncontrollable waves. More importantly, the surge of water heading up to the poles would leave behind a dried-up supercontinent along the equator, and a flooded environment everywhere above the latitude of Spain, not to mention that all of Antarctica would be flooded. Having this giant desert would prove problematic, leaving the world as we know it in complete shambles. Plants wouldn't grow, and whatever isn't catapulted into space or attached to bedrock wouldn't survive from the lack of water.
Well, we know that if the Earth stops spinning, there can be many negative consequences that will drastically affect our lives. So if you still survived the last two crises, there is another problem coming your way. Another main effect of when the Earth stops spinning is that a full Earth day will last for 1 whole year. This is because when the Earth stops spinning on its axis, it will still revolve around our sun. So this means that we will experience a day for 6 months, and the other 6 months will be nighttime. Another problem we will face is that there will be a change in seasons. Eventually, one side of Earth will become extremely hot, and the other side will become really cold. The way our seasonal cycle once worked would cease to exist, and the only place you would be able to survive is at the border of these hot and cold zones. The Earth as we know it would become an unlivable planet.
The Earth's core has a lot of iron and nickel. The Earth spinning moves the molten iron and nickel, which creates an electric current. The magnetic field moves in a circular motion as seen as in the picture. The magnetic field is very important because without it, the Earth would be completely exposed to sun flares and ultraviolet rays from the sun.
Wow, that was so interesting!
I totally agree. I found the magnetic field thing so interesting.
Well, see you next time
On Sunday Science.